Bro, picking a career based off an average salary is one of the stupidest things you can ever do. Like, it's so stupid. And people make the decision every day to choose a major in college, choose a career to go after because they search on Google and see an average salary. But what they don't realize is that an average salary is for an average person. And an average person really isn't what anybody is. An average person is a decision somebody makes. It's a decision to do things just because of money. It's a decision to be just like everybody else. But when you follow your heart, you're not an average person. You're actually one of probably the 5% of the world that actually followed what they're meant to do with their life. And what we have to realize is when you're passionate about a career, when you're passionate about the process, an average salary doesn't come close to quantifying the potential you'll make. And when you love it so much, you open up more avenues that people didn't even know were possible. But when you follow just an average salary, you may not even get that because you're not even going to be willing to work through all the hard stuff possibly because you don't love what you're doing. I am somebody that loves what I do. And so regardless if I make $1 million or $0, I'm still going to do it because I love it. That's what sets me apart. That's what makes me more valuable because it's easier. And I don't want to say easier, but it makes it more realistic. I don't even know if I want to use realistic, but it gives me more strength to be able to push through all the times that it's hard, which is actually an opportunity to grow that allows me to become one of the best at what I do. I truly believe I'm one of the best speakers in the freaking world. Why? Because I put in that time, dog. I used to go Instagram Live for like an hour with 0 viewers. But I loved it, bro. So I was going to keep going. You see what I mean? I've went through countless moments where I was horrible at speaking. I remember when I first started my podcast, I couldn't talk for 30 seconds without crying because that was how bad I was. But I loved it. And so I was willing to go through all those hardships. And now I'm speaking all across the country. I do 100 speeches a year, more than that. Because I went through the hardships, I paid the fine, bro. A lot of y'all don't want to pay the fine. Why? Because y'all don't care about what you're doing. I've realized if you really want to be able to make a lot of money, you got to be able to do something when you don't care about the money because that's where the money flows. That's where it follows. Now, let's say you choose a career and you do make it. You make that average salary. Cool. What you fail to realize is that money isn't the only currency and it isn't the most valuable currency in our world. The most valuable currency in our world is time. Why is it the most valuable? Because we don't even know how much we have. And how you spend it is super important because you don't know how much you got to spend. And when you're spending it on a job that you hate that's making you a lot of money, yeah, you may have a lot of money in your bank account, but how are you spending the time in your time bank account? You're spending it hating it. So is that really a life like that? Is that really a life you want to live? A life of you hating the majority of your life? I think the person that's just barely making enough money to get by, but they're loving what they're doing, is way richer than the person that's making $1 million and hating the process of getting that $1 million. But hey, if you just want to hate your life and have money in your bank account, go right ahead. You can click off this video. You know, everybody's different. But I don't know about you, but I like being happy. And I'm not going to let money or what social media pushes is chasing the bag and all this stuff get in the way of that. But what I do want to tell you is all that stuff comes with you doing what you love to do too. It does. I make a good amount of money. Why? Not because my career does pay well, but there's a lot of people not making they're not making anything. And they're trying really, really hard. But because I'm so passionate and innovative, I'm making a good amount of money. Because I'm really good and I learned what I had to learn business-wise. So don't look at average salary. Average salary is for average people. You're not an average person unless you decide to be an average person. By not being what makes you you, by not embracing what makes you different, by not doing what you love to do. But if you love it, don't even look at that average salary. And if your career or what you want to do isn't something you can Google yet, guess what? That makes it even more of a chance that you're going to make so much money because it hasn't been done before. Don't let realistic or logic prevent you from following your heart. There's a future and there's a purpose out there beyond your imagination, but it starts with you having blind faith in it. If you can't have blind faith in it, you're missing out on what's next because the world, everything was once impossible. Everything we have in this world was once an idea that people called someone crazy for, but somebody went after it. And now it's here. There's planes going across the sky. There's people. We have AI cars with like, bro, come on. So whatever you want, you can get it. It's just a matter of you like deciding to do it, believing in it, loving it, and deciding not to quit. Anything's possible. Or you can listen to Google and people that aren't happy and that tell you to settle. And end up living a life that you hate and not spending the most valuable currency being happy, instead getting the minuscule value of getting money. Oh, there's a plane, and not do something you love to do. It's your choice, but I think it's stupid. You know, if you need more help really thinking through these things, find something you love to do and find success in whatever you decide to do. I have more videos on all these topics. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.